There is a real air of anticipation here at BMO Field as Toronto FC fans arrive at the stadium on the shores of Lake Ontario for their first opportunity to see their new-look team take to the pitch. Toronto FC against FC Dallas. Torsten Frings in the centre of midfield. Danny Koevermans playing as the central striker in the 4-3-3 formation. A much more stable situation. Just the one change for them, in fact. Lloyd drops out due to injury. Avila comes in. A lot on the line for Toronto FC as they look to try and kick-start their season here. Live on TSN, the first game of our MLS doubleheader starts now with Frings and immediately sweeping the ball out to the left-hand side where Ryan Johnson tried to get an early touch. Important that the players try and settle in pretty quickly. Hilario Graeta is the referee today. It's the second match in a row that he has taken charge of a Toronto FC game. He was the man in the middle for the 2-0 defeat at Houston 11 days ago. The German midfielder lines up the shot on goal. Frings with a bullet and saved by Kevin Hartman, who turns it round.
Oh, it's a great strike from the German, Torsten Frings. Great contact, drives the ball low, perfect technique, and Hartman gets down to push it around the post for a corner. Time that to perfection.
Brek Shea cuts inside on Viator. Brek Shea lays it off to Alexander. Space on the left-hand side for Jair Benitez with the cross into the middle. Not taken by Stephen Fry. Vila back out to Alexander. It's a goal kick. Stephen Fry will be relieved.
Well, it's a difficult ball for Stephen Fry to deal with because it gets whipped into that 6-yard box area, and he has to come out and get something on this because Brek Shea's right on him. Does very well to spoon it out, but it comes out to the edge of the box, and that strike, the follow-up, always rising.
Difficult bounce just in front of the Swiss goalkeeper. During the stoppage, Andy Iro actually changed his cleats, so I don't know if the pitch, which looks spectacular at the moment, probably the best I've ever seen the grass here at BMO Field since it was laid. He was uncomfortable on the grass and the cleats he had on previously. There's Danny Koevermans in space. Koevermans goes for goal with a bullet and Hartman deals with it rather unconventionally, but gets it behind for a corner.
Well, it's taken 39 minutes for Danny Koevermans to get a sight of goal. He won't really get involved in the play, but tremendous strike from him from distance. Very quick strike as well. Not a lot of backlift on that effort. Quick snapshot, but really testing the keeper from that distance. And in the long way out.
In the build-up there, you just see a challenge by Jackson, which was penalized by the referee. He was shown a yellow card as the ball went behind.
And those are never the kind of battles that big, strong central defenders like to have.
Brek Shea skips away from Torsten Frings and then gets away from Nathan Sturgis. There's the shot from Shea. What a goal from Brek Shea as he opens the scoring for FC Dallas 3 minutes after half-time.
A fantastic strike and a great run from Brek Shea. No real emotion on the face of Schellas Hyman. But Brek Shea now tied for first in scoring in Major League Soccer with 9 goals. Ball given away by Mikhail Urosovsky. And Torsten Frings misses the challenge there on Brek Shea. And this is a long strike, 30 yards out. It's a wonderful finish from Shea. Rifled off the post. Stephen Fry, no chance in goal. Dallas now with the 1-0 lead.
Not the best clearance from Hartman, but it manages to find Brek Shea, the goal scorer. Now Avila sliding in there, Dan Lee Borman. Frings sliding the ball forward towards Ryan Johnson. Johnson has Urosovsky to the left-hand side. Mikhail Urosovsky is put in by Plata. The flag is up, it won't count. Offside. For a moment, it looked as if the Dallas lead would last just 4 minutes.
Very good build-up play from Toronto FC. Ryan Johnson drives at the fullback and then plays the ball outside. Just there, the ball across. Straight call from the referee's assistant. The flag went up very quickly. Can't see from that angle, but
here comes Marvin Chavez playing the ball into Brek Shea and Toronto's goal leading a charmed life around the hour mark here at BMO Field.
Look at the opportunity that just came. Brek Shea probably would have wanted that on his left foot. On hand to clear the dangerous follow-up off the line.
This will still be his 18th appearance of the year. With Danny Kubermans battling with John, comes back up towards Nick Sorsworth. Kubermans in the middle, Hemmerling clears it away, only as far as Maicon Santos, parried away by Hartman. Toronto's 6-goal leading scorer, testing the keeper. And Dallas will now be able to slow things down by making the change and bringing on the California-born midfielder, Andrew Jacobson. He'll replace Eric Avila.
Well, Kevin Hartman does very well for FC Dallas in goal. Stulma cuts the ball back. It doesn't really get cleared. It falls to Maicon Santos. His curling shot punched away by Hartman.
Took Frigg unawares. Here's Ricardo Vila as FC Dallas break at pace. Chavez to the left-hand side. Brek Shea to the right. Alexander in space as well. Here is Eric Alexander. Borman gets a foot in. Comes back towards the back post with a shot off the crossbar there. Jackson, the fullback, not far away from doubling the Dallas advantage.
Great vision from Jackson to spot Stefan Fry off his line. This probably would have beaten Brek Shea for goal of the month. Tremendous effort from him, but just finds the top of the crossbar.
Viator once again looping this one in. Jacobson again meets it in the air to head clear. And this is Marvin Chavez. Brek Shea making a run through the middle. Here is the goal scorer, Brek Shea. Chavez goes down the left-hand side. Marvin Chavez back to Brek Shea. Support from Guarda on the right-hand side. Bruno Guarda sets up the shot. Back post put in by Chavez. It won't count. The flag is up. Offside. The 3 minutes of stoppage time is up as Jacobson gets it away. And it is all over at BMO Field, a night that started with new faces and fresh hope. But Toronto FC beaten by a bullet from Brek Shea just after half-time. It's the only goal of the game, and it finishes at BMO Field here on MLS on TSN. Toronto FC 0, FC Dallas 1.